Hey guys, today I'll be showing you how to do every task currently available for the Pride Isles Prestige Path. First task is cleaning. To complete this task you will need to retrieve a bucket and scrub from the closet. Then go to the dorms to begin cleaning stains left from the night before. This task is pretty easy and it's one of my favorites. To refill the bucket, go to the bathroom sinks and click refill. You can only clean 2 stains per refill. I recommend keeping the bucket with you overnight as people scrub as soon as morning comes. Next task is ironing. To do this just grab a bucket then go to the wrinkled clothing hamper. Then click take clothes then click iron clothes. When you are done be sure to store it into the cabinet. Baking is next. To do this grab the baking kit. Then click apply ingredients and start mixing. Once you're done pour the batter then put it into the oven. Wait for the cupcakes to expand then take it out. Once they've popped up go back to the counter and finish decorating. I highly recommend making as many as you can during Prestige. The cupcakes on the plate do not spoil unlike the rest of the foods, making it very useful if you plan on skipping dinner. Laundry is composed of 5 separate tasks. Getting the dirty and clean linens, washing them, drying them and placing them onto a bed. To do this you will want to use a laundry bucket. I recommend going outside to check for clean linens first so that you don't have to make multiple trips. Once you have clean linens, bring it to a dorm with a bare bed. Then place the sheets. After that find a dirty bed and put the dirty sheets into the bucket. It is important to note that clean sheets are how you raise your energy levels. Dirty sheets tend to raise it very little or not at all, which is why clean sheets during Prestige are so important. Once you have dirty linens go back to the laundry room and place it into a washer. Once washed take the linens out to dry on the clothesline. Then essentially repeat the cycle. Next let's go make some pottery. This is one of the funnest tasks in my opinion, but I wouldn't rely on it. It works best when the back door is actually open. If it's not, it is pretty annoying to go all the way to the other side just to go all the way back. To do this go down into the pottery cave and grab some clay from the box. Then bring it to a table to begin. First click start then hold your mouse on the clay until it forms. Once formed go put it into the fire. Once done, it'll slightly change colors. Take it out then go paint it. Next bring it up to the garden and grab the shovel, seeds and watering can. Then place down your pot. It is very likely there will be no soil in the trough. You will need to go to the village to get manure from Jertha. While we are here, dishwashing is one of the easiest tasks. You go to the kitchen sink and click wash dishes. Then just simply scrub. Be sure to store your plate in the cabinet when done. Ignore me going to the laundry room. I thought you needed a bucket from there to collect Jertha's excrement. Be sure you have cupcakes or a melon to feed Jertha. She is located in the village. Walk back towards the spawn but take a left instead of a right. There will be a sign showing you. The village is always a good camp-out place during the night. The beds are clean and there is even a tub to keep your hygiene up. After feeding Jertha, you'll see I decided to stay in the village for nighttime. Here is our voluptuous Jertha. Feed her food and then wait for her to digest. Then collect the waste. I'll just be sharing some general tips for Prestige Path while we wait for morning. I recommend skipping dinner, but make sure you are stacked on cupcakes. You can make 3 plates a day, so space them out however you'd like. I recommend trying to wear the majority of the server's uniform color. Ills of the same uniform color cannot damage each other. I do not recommend allowing people into your room. There have been plenty of instances of betrayal causing people to lose their progress. You may also lose prestige if hit by the holy stick, so avoid roaming or getting sent to ISO. Camping outside of the dorms in any way will cause your prestige to fail to save, so be in a dorm during nighttime. There is also another way to gain prestige that I will not be doing in the video. Go into the shop and buy roses and give them to a nurse. This will also raise your prestige. In my experience, one day of prestige took about 2 in-game nights, which was about 30 minutes a day. I recommend doing it day by day if possible, as cramming it all would require several hours of your day. If it is convenient, I recommend doing the day as it opens, since this is when it'll likely be least busy. However, do not sacrifice sleep, school, or work for this event, as you literally have over 24 hours to complete it. As we are on our way back to the sanatorium, I'd just like to say thank you for watching until this point. I still have a few more tips and ways to gain prestige, so hang in there. Also check out recently he makes really good DPI videos as well. I also think that it can get tiring doing the same routine over and over. As motivation, just remember that you'll never have to do this again, since the finalist role is kept until you either become staff or leave the group. I also genuinely do recommend Prestige over the Game Pass, unless you truly know you have the time and dedication. I know a lot of people have bought the pass only to get demoted for inactivity, so unless you know for a fact you'll be able to shift, I think Prestige is the better option. Also during nighttime, make sure your candle is off and you are not chatting, as this will make it nearly impossible for ills to see if you are in the room. If you are rooming with others, ask them to do the same. As a last resort, if you did not get into a dorm, I recommend hiding in the showers or the uniform room. I am unsure if this will save your prestige, but dying for sure will reset it. As of June 2025, there is also a bug where ISO is saving prestige. However, it'll be patched soon. Ultimately, there is no right or wrong way to do this event. Do whatever you feel will be the most sustainable for you. I personally did a lot of laundry, baking, occasionally pottery, and scrubbing. I never fed Jertha as the trip is very lengthy. A final general tip would be to just play pretty passively during Prestige Week. I have heard that eating others can raise prestige, but I don't recommend it as you could end up in ISO or eating yourself. I am also not sure if it's even true. This week is pretty chaotic and there are people in the game that are just there to eat aspiring finalists. So just keep to yourself and be nice. It might save you in the end. Now we can bring Jertha's waste to the trough. I don't actually know if this is how you finish the Jertha chore. I assume it is. However, it is important to note that planting will not actually give you prestige, only making the pot and feeding Jertha. Now for the last few ways to gain prestige, we will have to wait a bit. These ways are via being around nurses when they are holding crosses, not the stick, and the elixirs in game. These being holy water and special mixture. Both elixirs affect blurs. Water sends you back a blur, which I don't recommend for prestige. Then the mixture will send you forward a blur. The special mixture is obtained through surgery. Go to the medical wing and request lipo with no effect. The nurse will likely tell you to meet them back there after shipment. Holy water is obtained at shipment or distribution. Show a nurse your clean plate and ask for water. They will either give you one or tell you to wait for distribution. Distribution happens upstairs in the chapel. This room is accessed through the garden where we just were earlier. We still have a while before shipment. You can tell because the big clock is not yet at noon. So for now, just wander around or interact with others. Here's the clock I'm talking about. If you'd like to prepare your message, just say something like, "Have done my chores, may I have some water?" Now that you have it, be sure to drink it in order to actually gain the prestige. Then head back to the medical ward to do the surgery you asked for. Once surgery is completed, drink the mixture. If you'd like, you can throw away both jars so as to not get confused. It is also possible that they will do distribution after shipment. So be sure to go up to the chapel right away as they run out extremely fast. Anyways guys, this was my video on Prestige Path tasks and tips. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.